Spoiler warning. If you haven't watched the show that we are discussing today and want to avoid spoilers, stop right there. Go binge and come on back. If you have or don't mind spoilers, sit back with your favorite drink and enjoy.
Yeah.
That's really annoying.
I know, it sucks.
Just got one from the dollar store.
I have my... Just grab one from over there.
Oh, hi there. Welcome back.
Oh, I didn't see you there. How's it going?
Woo! Welcome back to Season 2.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Episode 1.
Woot.
Welcome back. Coffee and
Yay.
Jamas. I say welcome back, but you see us every week anyway, so...
It's a different segment.
It is a different segment. That's okay. Hope everybody's doing well. In Ontario, everything sucks. So
We've been on lockdown for a year.
So we hope everywhere else is doing better than we are. You probably are.
You okay there?
Yeah. Just thinking, man, it sucks. Okay. I mean, it doesn't suck because, like, I don't like going out anyways.
But, like, you know, like...
But no one's allowed to come over. So it's like,
Like, I wanted to go help my sister do something in her house to, like, organize some stuff. And you can't go to the store and get things to organize with because those aisles are closed.
That's true. That's true. So
Like-
non-essential things. So you can do your garden. You can get the soil. You can get the grass seed. You can
Very
get
essential,
plants.
guys.
You can do that, but if your house burned down and you have no clothes or you don't have any beddings and stuff like that. No, you can't buy that.
Like,
Can't
don't
buy
get
that.
us wrong. We believe in gardening. We, like, have our own garden and stuff, but is it essential?
I mean, yeah. Well, that's the thing is, like, you can't just think. Yeah. Anyways.
Anyways.
Let's move on.
Yeah. To the
From this
topic of
nonsense.
today.
So today,
Woo!
since it's what is it, the 21st, and we just finished. Well, okay, we didn't just finish watching, but everybody just watched. If you didn't watch it, you got to watch it.
Yeah.
Vincenzo.
We had a hard time finishing the last 4 episodes because we were like, it's getting cringy, but it's not getting cringy, but it's getting kind of like.
So yeah, so remember, so like the last, so
it was the
the 4 last episodes. So the 2, so episodes 16, 17 and 18 were cringy, and then we couldn't after the 8. It was after 18 where it's like, holy shit, I don't want to fucking watch the rest of the show because people are gonna start fucking falling and dying and shit.
And
so
like
19
then,
and 20 were really hard to watch.
Yeah, and then we didn't want to stop watching it. So it was like, oh my god, we have such an internal dilemma right now.
Yeah, and then the ending, no spoilers for this. I won't spoil the ending at all, even though this whole show is about spoilers.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
It was amazing.
It was like, it's not the first time you've seen anything like this, but it was well done. Where
it's not your like typical ending where it's
exactly.
like, oh, here it goes again.
Exactly.
It ended how, if you're part of a mafia, how it would kind of end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I've never
right?
been part of a mafia, so I wouldn't know.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. So very great show. It was well done. It was a little over the top. It was really over the top. Some of the times it's just like, yo,
Her walk.
chill.
I know it's supposed to be like a confident lawyer and everything, but like couldn't.
No,
they,
it was emphasized.
Yeah, like it was overly emphasized, and it's like, I get it, and I really like your character, and I believe you're a great lawyer and a great actress, but can you just walk normally?
She was too much, and then and then what's his face? Oh my god, the legal assistant. Where's his Nam Ju Song? So Mr. Nam, he was like
A lot.
But
in his defense, he was part of
he was cute. I know he was cute.
in the actors like thing because he was a special effects person. So
Okay,
like
everybody was something.
I know
That was the craziest part about this. Everybody was something. Like,
but you only found out at the end.
well, when the friggin' when the oh my god.
the dry cleaner guy?
Thank you. Holy crap. So the dry cleaner comes out with a pair of scissors and starts stabbing the shit out of everybody. You're just like, what the fuck just happened? Anyway, so fucking go on forever with this show. So it's a little over the top, but I mean,
But it was good.
it was good. And like I honestly wasn't expecting it to be over the top because all the trailers and all like the things was just like some like badass Joong-ki fucking character,
Yeah.
just like, you know,
Yeah.
mafia character, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, sick! It's gonna be Joong-ki's just gonna kill everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he kills people, and that was okay. So before we continue, I need to say thank you to the writers and directors of this show for allowing him to actually kill people, because at one point I was like, if none of these fuckers die, I am not watching this show, and I will never. I was ready to like not even talk about it on even though like there's a lot to the show.
Yeah.
I wasn't even ready to talk about it because if they didn't die,
Someone's a bit.
I would have boycotted the show.
Well, so okay, at the end of, you know, like when the villain, one of the villains is like in the chair. Sorry if you haven't seen it and like we're ruining it for you, but whatever. I honestly thought the police were gonna like come in and be like, "Oh, we saved you," and I'm like, no.
Yeah, well, any other drama would have been the same thing.
Yeah.
They would have just stopped them, or he would have got out somehow, and he would have survived, and then there would have been like season 2. But like, it's thank you.
Like, I'm
Granted,
sorry,
like he
Taekyeon,
should have.
but
Yeah, I know. Oh, oh man,
he was so
Taekyeon.
good.
Holy crap! Like I always loved him as an actor. I watched all of his shows.
I really hated him in this show.
But he was so good. He was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. Like he played it so well. Oh my god, yo, like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because he was really unexpected. If you watch any of his other shows, Let's Fight Ghost,
He's very goofy, right?
he's very
Like,
goofy, or he's like the hero,
Yeah.
right? Like in The Game Towards Zero,
Yeah.
and then like Dream High.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I think he should have been with Susie, but whatever, everybody. Yeah, he's always like the good guy, the goofy guy, you know. So this time it was like the socio-psychopathic
He did really well.
motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit. Okay, so main cast, there's a huge cast, but Song Joong-ki plays Vincenzo Cassano. What is it? Fuck. What is it? Corn salad? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
corn
consigliere,
salad.
the corn salad. Vincenzo Cassano. Vincenzo
Corn salad.
Corn salad.
No, he's not a what is it? Consigliere?
Consigliere.
He's a corn salad.
Corn salad. So Son Joong-ki, who if you watch Descendants of the Sun, The Innocent Man, the show I can't pronounce the name, Scandal, Werewolf Boy. Okay, Song Joong-ki is like big name. Okay, he has a new movie on Netflix, Space Sweepers. Okay, plays Vincenzo Cassano. Then you got Jeon Yeo-been, Jeon Yeo-been. She plays Hong Cha-young. Sorry, man, I can't speak today. Talking too much today, apparently. And then you got 2PM's Taekyeon playing Jang Jun-woo. And then his brother, spoiler alert, is Kwak Dong-young.
Oh, I like him.
He was great because he was in was it My Strange Hero, and he played pretty much played a villain there. He was in oh my god, It's Okay to Not Be Okay. And he played a little bit of he had manic episodes, running around naked and stuff. So it was great to see him in this role. And he was like one of my favorite characters in this.
Yeah, you really feel bad for the guy.
Yeah. Like and we'll get into like his like this whole show really revolves around him and like these characters. And,
Yeah.
then you got the two lawyers, Johan Chol who plays Han Song-hyuk, who's like the most cowardly motherfucker you'll ever meet. And then Kim Yo-jin, who plays Mrs. Choi Myung-hee, who is just as psychotic as Taekyeon's character. And at one point, I swear, I thought they were just gonna get together and eventually, but that's okay. So
maybe they did behind the scenes.
Yo, that's what I think they like. I honestly think they did. At one point,
they're both
they probably
fucking
did.
Sociopaths, so it would work.
That's what I mean. So like, you know, like there's some scenes where they're like sitting, they're together, and he's like celebrating his victories or whatever, and it just seems like, yo, they're gonna do it just to do it, like kind of like, you know,
another Nuna romance on the side.
Yo, I was down for it. So the main thing for this show is family.
Yeah.
If nobody got that, which I highly doubt, it's all about family. Okay, and it really starts with Taekyeon's character, so Junwoo, and what's his brother's name? Hanso. So Junwoo and Hanso, their relationship, and Junwoo killing the father to take over Babel Group. So that's where it really starts. It's like timeline wise. Yeah. And the show where it really starts is with Chae-young and her dad, who is the lawyer that was trying to take down Babel, and then they kill him. Spoiler alert. Actually, how surprised were we when he died? Oh man,
surprising.
I was like, this guy, he's not supposed to die. So it starts with her dad, and her dad. Before he dies, her and her dad. So she works for Usong, and they
cutthroat lawyer.
Yeah, and they work for Babel. Sorry, and
Tower of Babel.
Yeah, Tower of Babel, Tower of Babel. So Usong is pretty much Babel's bitch, and they do whatever it takes to cover up whatever the fuck they're doing.
Well, isn't that all corporations and lawyers essentially?
Well, whatever firm that works for them, yeah, pretty much. So Wusong is theirs, right? So he tries to tell her to like stop doing what you're doing. He tries to, you know what I mean, like, and he pushes the fact that like, you're not my daughter, unless you like get your like do what's right. You're not my daughter. But he loves his daughter. Yeah, he loves her, and he knows she's a better lawyer than he is. Yeah, and he wanted her to be that good of a lawyer, but for good purposes, right? For the right purposes, not covering up Babel Group's mess.
Yeah, which makes sense, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. And then Vincenzo comes in. When he comes in from Italy, he wants to get his gold. That's like him and Mr. Cho. That was their whole goal, was to get the gold, right? But what's funny is that like along the way, you know, Vincenzo, who doesn't have family, his family was the Mafia, and once before he left,
it's a tight family though.
Yeah, so remember when he is in Italy, the father of the Cassano family dies, and then his brother, like the first son of the Cassano family, takes over, hates Vincenzo.
Well, yeah, because the whole Mafia group was gonna go to him.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And not to the freaking brother.
So there was a whole So he wasn't happy about that, and so he left Italy, went to Korea, literally for a pit stop to literally get his gold and then dip. Yeah. And like, who wouldn't blame him? Just grab him, go and dip, go wherever the fuck you want.
Get the hell out of there.
Exactly. But along the way, because he had no family before, no real family, he rediscovers kind of the Korean culture and the meaning of family, and that doesn't necessarily mean your biological family. Yeah. It's like an adoptive. That was the word. I was like, adoptive. Wow. I was dying trying to figure this out.
You're so funny.
And I didn't want to say, I didn't ask you. So it was adoptive family, right?
Yeah.
So all the tenants of the
Of the building.
of the building, and he eventually, spoiler alert, he eventually gets to meet his mom that he hated so much for abandoning him, but realized
Wasn't her fault.
she didn't want to. She was actually dying from cancer, and she's like, well, I don't, if I die, and he's it's either way, it's either I give him up now or I give him up after I die. Like, he gets fucked over no matter what, right?
Exactly.
So
better that he hates me than he like mourn me, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, yes, and then, well, she wasn't expecting to survive too.
Yeah.
So,
true.
Which was surprising to her as well. And then,
well, she did look for him, but she didn't know where he went because he changed his name.
Yeah, and they didn't tell her, I guess.
Yeah.
Or they didn't know where he went because he went. His story was he was adopted by an Italian family, and when they were murdered, so he joined the mafia to get revenge, right? So then there you go. Like like you're not getting, and that's fuck. Okay. One thing about the show that really bugged me was the fact that they were able to get so much information, God knows how, on the mafia.
Yeah, no.
That was a little too much. Like, I mean, yes, everybody knows about the mafia, but nobody knows. Like, regular people don't know who they really are, what they do, and like.
And if you do, you're probably 6 feet under.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that someone's gonna give up information on the person.
But remember, his brother did hate him, though.
I get it, but like that's like. And maybe I'm like reading into this wrong. So if anybody is part of the mafia watching this, you can correct me. I feel like there's
they will. Right?
I feel like there's a code where it's like if you don't, because I mean technically, they would the brother would have had him followed and killed. Yeah. Right away. Yeah. Right away. No, like, waiting, like, a few months while he's settling down in Korea. No. They were, like, literally following the second he's, like, on the plane. So, the fact that they were... And, like, the fact that Miss Choi was able to, like, contact the brother, like, the head of the Cassano... Like, the new head of the Cassano family. It was kind of like... No. Okay, I guess. No, sorry. That's where like my
like a lot of money would have to go between hands for that to happen, though.
Well, it's you owe something to them at that point. Yeah, you're giving information. So you're receiving information for what? You're just gonna oh, I'm just going to give you information? No, that's not how this works. Even on the streets, that's not how this shit works. Like, let alone, like, the mafia. On the streets, that's not how this shit works. Yeah. Let's be real here. And, like, money isn't everything. Let's remember that. So, like, with the mafia, and if you watch mafia movies, money isn't everything. They have money. They have other means to get money. So, why would they want... You're going to give them more money? Yeah. I don't think... Like, I mean... Yeah. Anyways, whatever.
You're funny.
Fuck my opinion, okay? Whatever. But yeah, so back to the family. So it's all about family. Yeah. And it's like it's stuff that it's something that, you go through, you experience in real life too. Like you have like your adoptive family, like my best friend, like his family is my family. Like I grew up with Theo. Yeah. And like his mom and his dad and his siblings and his cousins, like I grew up with them. It's they're my my second family, Yeah. And then so, or like your close friends. So like Theo, Cardi, also like adoptive family right there. Like it's similar to that in the show.
I don't have that.
Some of us don't have that. I'm sorry. But I mean, it doesn't only extend to physical, but also communities. So like if you're part of online communities and like a lot
I
of
don't
people,
have that.
I'm trying to be serious here. So some people don't interact in real life.
Yeah.
Some people can't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people like that. And so they join, message boards and internet social media groups and stuff like that. So that's and like they feel at ease talking to those people there, or gaming wise, your gaming community where you're playing games with these people all the time, so that's your adoptive family, that's your community, right? And that's what a family is, right? It's a community. It's like almost a community, right?
Well, it takes a community to raise a child, right? Or a village. Sorry, it takes a village.
I was gonna say that's the wrong word, but yeah. So yeah,
Same
community,
kind of
village kind of concept. Yeah, same concept. So that's kind of like, so in the show, that's kind of where you see the change in Vincenzo and Chaeyoung
when he starts caring about the people in the building, right?
Exactly.
And like what's gonna happen to them.
Exactly. And you see like Chaeyoung, when her dad dies, she finally sees why he was doing what he was doing for people. And it was interesting because the name of his firm was like translated, it was Last Straw.
Yeah.
So it's like when all you're doing is grabbing at straws, as the saying goes, is the last straw.
Yeah.
So it's their last chance.
Very
is what
poetic.
It is. Yeah. And she finally sees, like, after her dad dies and she moves in and she sees all these people, like all like the tenants of the building. She sees the reason why he did it. Yeah. Right? The reason why he didn't take payment from half the people, right? The reason why, and when he died, she saw all the people that came to mourn him, right? Even though Babel Group tried to like bury him. Yeah. Right. Sorry, Woo-song, but it's really Babel. Yeah. They still came and they didn't believe anything that they would say.
Because it's when you experience someone who changes your life in a good way. And then you have someone else bad-mouthing that person. It's like, well, no, because I don't believe that they would do it because they helped me and they've helped so many other people. Yeah. So why is it that you're the only one that had this bad experience?
Yeah. And that is, without trying to get shut down by YouTube or Facebook or anything like that, that is the power of the media. And how they know
what to say,
to sway the population. I'm gonna stop there, and we can have this. If you guys want to talk about this, just contact me. I'll do a whole other video on some other account, on my personal account. It'll be fun, more fun that way. I'd rather my personal account than this account get shut down. But yeah, so it's the power of words is what it is. Not only just media. So like in general, like, well, high school, power of words can destroy somebody. And it's like, it doesn't even have to be true. As long as people believe it, that's all that matters. Right. College, university, same way, a little bit less of effect because it is a bigger thing, but it's more of the people you hang around with. And that's what's more important.
But you see, like, his daughter takes it in stride, and as much as she wants to, like, go and kill them all, she does it. She takes it legally. She does it.
Yeah. She tries to.
She defeats them legally, technically. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and that was a cool thing where they as a family worked as a family. Okay. Sorry, family.
Family means a lot to him because he has 6 siblings. Five siblings.
If you count all the people that I grew up with, there's 1,000,010. So as a family, they work together. So Chaeyoung and Vincenzo, he did all the dirty work. Yeah. And she did all the legal stuff. Yeah. Right.
Kept
with
her hands
his
clean. Technically.
exactly with his help, obviously, with legal stuff as well. Because technically he was a lawyer.
Yeah, he just wasn't.
He just wasn't allowed to practice in
legally
Korea.
allowed there.
But okay, all around the subject, I didn't like the fact that she should have kind of stepped away from certain parts of the things that he did.
Yes.
Just so it doesn't implicate her.
Yes.
In case anything goes wrong. And obviously
keep your hands clean.
Yeah.
That's
it. So
you
that's
shouldn't
why
have been involved in like half the shit that you were involved in.
Yeah.
And I get that you wanted to help and you wanted to be involved, but like no.
So the part
the kidnapping of the guy.
Okay, remember the 2 cops?
Yeah.
Okay. That I'll let that go.
Okay. No, but the kidnapping of the guy.
Which one?
Oh my God.
How many did they kidnap?
Remember the guy that they tied up?
Yeah. So it's after they took the cops, right? Yeah. So they kidnapped the cops, turned the cops over to their side, and then the cops helped them kidnap him, right? So remember, and they shot one of them.
Yeah.
Right? It was the guy that they shot, right? So I'll let that go, because no one died.
No, it wasn't. So the guy that they kidnapped was after. So it was like the bigger guy, and they were like trying to feed him, and he was hungry, and they were tied up next to a river or something, and it was like 4 or 5 of them, and they were like, "You're gonna," oh my God.
Oh, where they were pretending to like, yeah. Okay.
So that guy shouldn't have been there. Like, what if he exposes you as a lawyer? Or, like, what if he exposes that you were there because you didn't cover your face?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll let that go.
No.
Okay. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
So I'll let that go. Only because, okay, she didn't actually hit him.
But it's still you're there,
No. I know. She witnessed it, but she can be like, well, I wasn't part of it. I was walking by. I witnessed it. I called the police. Fake shit. Okay. And he can't say anything because it's like his word against like 6 of them, right? It's where he put the bomb in the cake?
Yeah.
The bomb in the cake? Remember he strapped the bomb to one of the cops?
Yeah.
That's that right there. Especially that he ended up killing him. That's where it's bad. Because you were in the room when they strapped the bomb to him. You thought it was fake.
Yeah.
But you still kept going. And then you saw what happened. Okay. And you were there when he pressed the button.
Yeah.
That's where it's like you should not have been there in any of that, in any sense of the word at all.
I felt kind of bad for the cops. Like, I know they were like dirty cops at the start of it.
Yeah.
But like didn't they like pay for it essentially? Like doing all like your like hiding and shit?
Yeah, that's where I was kind of like, I don't even...
Like, I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming either. Like, I felt like they could have just... I guess in any other drama, they would have sent them off, right? Like you said, take money and leave the country.
Well, even the other guy. He
went the younger one?
Yeah, I felt so bad for him. He went to like...
he shouldn't have went back there.
He went to the bitch and she's like, you cheated on me. And like, died.
On me.
Well, essentially.
Oh, I felt bad. And the prosecutor...
Yeah.
This guy doesn't understand anything. Vincenzo came and threatened your family. You do what Vincenzo says.
What happened to him again? I can't remember. Did he die?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. That was bad.
It's his own fault.
Oh, yeah. Again, family. Like, you're like he, obviously, he wouldn't have hurt the mother or child.
No, because he has a rule, right? No women or children, unless like the woman's a piece of shit. But like
exactly, and that's why he was ready. That's why he honestly, I would have killed Miss Choi the first time when he
shot her in the head at the first meeting that I had with her.
When he killed the bum in front of them.
Yeah,
I would just everybody right there. Dropped the gun and just walked out.
But I feel like this is like what he likes. He's like what his thing was like. He's a full cat, or he's a cat that's full from eating.
Yeah. So he
And
plays
then,
with the
and he
mouse.
plays with the mouse. And
Yeah.
then the moment he's hungry, that's when everything goes down, which is a really great way to kind of look at it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he like screwed over everybody, and like he screwed over like Junwoo and like his whole plan.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I got like their whole plan was like to do this, and they're like, yeah, don't worry, I knew you were gonna do that, so I fucked you over anyways. And again, it's like if you watch the show, you'll see how the characters grow on you, no matter how ridiculous they are. And you see how they come together as like a family, as a community.
It's cute because it's like from what the first moment they help out is from the protest that they do in front of the courthouse.
Yes.
And like they're just there, and
Yeah.
like it's like from that moment on, it's like they're
Yeah.
family, and like you can rely on them, and then
Yeah.
you can turn to them if you have an issue.
Yeah.
And like it even brought the building tenants closer together because before they weren't as close, and now they knew each other.
They talked, obviously they talked, but this kind of like brought them to like a deeper like relationship
Exactly,
with each
and
other.
they knew they could fight with each other and they could win.
And then the gold obviously started to tear them apart a bit.
Yeah.
But then they finally like Vincenzo really kind of like put it in their heads like, you're a family, like you're like they started working together at that point where it's like, yeah, let's all together find the gold. It's
But like,
oh,
what happened to the rest of it? Because he gave like a good amount to
Mr. Cho, like him and Mr. Cho.
No, they gave a good amount to the Mafia. Remember, like the other family, to like save the Cassano
He
family.
gave them like I don't know if that was part of the gold that he took though.
I think he said gold, so I don't know.
Oh, I thought he said like 100 or 180 million dollars, something like that.
But like, what did they do with all? Like, the friggin' pianist had it all in her friggin' like. Go cash it. She had it all in her piano. Like, go cash your gold, man.
The keys are broken. You fucking bitch. Go cash that.
Like, what are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. Ornaments. Okay. Sorry, let's get back on subject here because like I really want to talk about him. Is Hanso, Jung Hanso,
Okay.
is the younger brother,
Yeah.
the puppet CEO of Babel.
Oh, I like him.
The poor guy.
Poor kid.
He literally just wanted a brother.
Yeah.
That's all he wanted.
And not to have pucks thrown at his fucking head.
Yo, I've taken slap shots to the chest, okay, with tennis balls, the orange fucking solid rubber balls
yeah.
from Matthew Tanis.
Oh my.
Okay.
That's
Junior's
scary.
brother. And like he was like an amazing hockey player. Like when we were younger, like, and he had it doesn't matter how far he was, he had a hard slap shot. Oh Jesus. Yeah. So I know I don't know the feeling of a buck to the chest, but
Do you really want to?
No.
At least he was wearing padding.
Yeah. Except for the politicians.
Yeah, that's funny.
They
Well, not
deserved it.
funny, but
They
like.
deserved it. Fuck them. So all he wanted was a brother, and all he wanted to do was run the company properly.
Yeah.
That's all he wanted to do.
He didn't want to be corrupt. He didn't want to.
Yeah.
Just wanted to be a family.
And run the
He
company.
killed his dad.
Yeah. And like he knew when when his dad died, he knew like he's next. If he doesn't follow his brother, he's fucked. And like he knew his brother's past.
Honestly, I would have just taken some money and run away. Change my name, get some plastic surgery, just get the fuck out.
It's scary.
Yeah.
But like I think that's why he never ran, was because he was scared. But also like it's his brother, so he's like maybe
one day. No, because when you I don't know, because he knew how fucked up he was, and it's like if he would have paid for his actions when he was a teenager and killed the 3 people, or 5. Was it 3 or 5? Anyways, and not run away and walked away scot-free, then maybe he would have been different. But now he knows he can get away with it, and people will hide everything for him.
Yeah, that's the worst part, right? And that's what like Han Solo was like scared of. Like, you know, he's next. Like, if he doesn't do what does, you know.
Yeah.
And then, fucking, what's his face? The lawyer Han, the friggin' the most cowardly bastard alive, was like trying to tell him to do this and do that, and like, yo, you can be the real CEO. It's like, yo, you trying to get this kid killed?
Yeah.
Fuck. Han Solo was the one character that, yo, it broke my heart, man. It broke my heart. Spoiler alert: he dies.
Yeah.
And like, his brother kills him without remorse. He didn't give a fuck.
It's crazy how like that's a trait in some people, and like how people just don't give a fuck.
I know, it's scary.
Like I don't know. Like when I almost ran over a goose, I'm pretty sure I had a heart attack and like felt so bad.
Yo, let's get this straight. Animals and humans are very different, and the way that humans actually react to deaths of animals and deaths of humans. Humans care more about the death of animals than they do of humans.
I know, but I'm just saying. Like,
I know. I'm just
my personal experience.
I'm saying, yeah. And people would be like, "Oh my god." But if you say like, "Oh, you almost ran over a kid," they'd be like, what was that kid doing in the street? He should have been on the sidewalk." You know what I mean? Like,
I'd die. Maybe I'm like the exception, but I would like be like, okay, first of all, where's the parent's kid to tell him to get out of the fucking street? Second of all, I'm dying.
Well, that's it, right? So, but some people like, yeah, it's really scary. But like some people are, you know, there's characters like Sherlock Holmes, sociopath, doesn't care, just wants to solve the mystery, right?
But he doesn't kill people though.
Oh yeah, he doesn't kill people. He's the one that finds the killers.
Yeah, like he's a sociopath, but like he's an okay sociopath.
He's not an evil sociopath.
Exactly.
Let's talk about D&D here, okay? No, just kidding. Because there's Dungeons and Dragons, because you can be like, there's different types of evil and good. So
I think that's too much for me. Anyways.
Whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
You just killed it.
You killed it.
I did not.
Anyway, so this, like, some people have this trait, and what was really interesting is Miss Choi. I didn't think she would be like, at the beginning of the show. You didn't think she'd be
so cold-hearted and
so
fucking maniacal.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, because she's like, oh, I don't want to bow down. I don't want to do these guys' dirty works and whatever. And then what do? You do the dirty work for someone even worse.
Yeah.
Like, how do you justify that? Like, you're just a bitch from the get-go, and you just don't want to be their bitch. You want to be somebody else's bitch.
Remember who they were asking her to do the dirty work for?
And then she ended up doing it.
And then, Teo! Teo!
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Wait. Okay, I want to... Wait.
He had a short span in the show, but I have to say he was one of the top characters.
Yo, he was the best.
I don't care if he was a bad guy.
His real name is Kim Song-chol. And if you guys ever watch him in anything, he's amazing. I don't like, he's, what else is he in? He's in Sweet Home. And Do You Like Brahms? And Hotel Play. Yo, this is all on Netflix. Guys, you guys can watch him on Netflix. But he was absolutely amazing.
So good.
Amazing. And Vincenzo and a family again. So he literally, the whole reason Vincenzo's mom was convicted was because of his mom, because what's his name? Hwang Min-sung in the show. His name is President Hwang. his mom
Mm-hmm.
caught
The dad
the
coming on to
dad
the
trying
mom.
to like
Yeah.
get with mom, and then she's just like, fuck this. But then she saw the dad die,
Mm-hmm.
and then so she blamed it on
Mm-hmm.
Vincenzo's mom, and that's
Yeah.
why she got convicted, because rich and powerful obviously win over
Yeah.
the poor. As shitty as that sounds, I'm sorry.
She got what she deserved in the end.
And in the end, you screw over your son when he's trying to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was trying to like stop the signing, and then
Mm-hmm.
she comes in and it's like, oh no, get out of here, you little piece of shit,
Yeah.
go away. And then so in the end, all they needed was Teho to like turn him over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just a picture.
yeah, just a picture of him.
Can I just say, like, I know they don't put a lot of gay characters in Korean shows, but he, as dramatic as he was, and like as technically he was a bad guy because like he beat a bunch of people.
Yeah, and
It was just kind of cool.
yeah, and I
I
think
just really like the character.
yeah, and I actually think Vincenzo helped him
Mm-hmm.
in that sense, because he was, I think the reason why he was so angry and like beat his
Mm-hmm.
partner was because he wasn't fully comfortable yet
Yeah.
with his sexuality. And
Yeah.
I think he was, as an angry person because of his family, you know what I mean? You tend to
Yeah.
do things that you shouldn't be
I
doing.
feel like we know someone like that.
Nadia just loves to start shit. So I think,
It's not like she's gonna listen to this anyways.
anyway, so like I think him, like his interactions with Vincenzo really kind of helped him come into his own, because he was like a lot more, like when they went on a date, he was a
Yeah.
very like he was very, flamboyant.
flamboyant. Yeah.
He was very open and very like, you know what I mean. So whereas like when you see him before, when they're talking about him, it's like he's like very cold and stoic and whatever. And he's
Yeah.
an asshole and
Can
whatever.
Honestly, I couldn't even see his character being an asshole.
I know, right?
Like just probably because like the way they portrayed him with Vincenzo.
Yeah.
Just like, no.
No, I know, right? He was good. He was really good. He's really, 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 really good. He's a very interesting character, and so I'm happy where his character. Like it's like, yeah, he needed to go to jail because of the shit that happened.
Yeah, but at least he's paying for his crime.
Yeah, and at least like he screwed over his mom in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
For Tejo.
Sometimes family screws over family.
Yeah,
When they deserve it.
I mean, you're that's your blood, right?
Yeah.
So I was as I've probably said this before, but I was raised to, as a close knit family with my siblings, and my dad. One of the few good things that he kind of taught us growing up was to protect each other, to love each other, and that we have nobody else but each other. So that really helped put into perspective, like, yeah, you can have friends all the time, friends come and go, whatever, but your family's gonna be there no matter what. And like, no matter how many times you fight, and God knows how many times we fight.
Yeah.
And like how many how many holidays are there in a year? Okay, count how many holidays there are in a year, and you can probably times that. No. Wait. Holidays, birthdays.
Okay, let's relax, because like half the time they're not even talking to each other.
That's a lot of freaking. Okay, so most of the year we're fighting each other, but that doesn't mean we don't love each other. We love each other unconditionally.
In the end, if someone if family needs to be together, they will all like come together. It's like there's no question about it. Even if they hate each other in the time, like if you need one of your siblings, they're I hope dropping everything to be with you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way we are. And I mean, after we help each other, we'll go back to fighting. But it's okay. As long as we're there for each other. And that's how like my family is. And we have like extended that to the significant others of each of us. Like that's the way we are, and we take care of each other's children. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the way we are.
Like our own children.
Exactly.
One child gets punished, they all get punished.
Yeah, one child screws up, they all screw up. You know when you get in trouble in class and one person's talking, but everybody gets punished. It's the same thing. So it's so the show really portrays that where it's like close knit community. You know what I mean? It's some people don't have 5 siblings like I do, and they have more of an adoptive family than like a biological family.
Yeah. Which is
And
great.
sometimes that's even better because like then if you don't want to talk to the person, you don't have to talk to the person. You don't have to like the person, and then peace.
It's not the point of family. It's not the point we're making here.
No, it's not the point we're making. So, yeah. What was the point? I'm just kidding.
Family?
Family
Sticks together?
Yeah. And I know it's like everybody has their own personal situations. You know, I'm fortunate enough to have friends who are close with their families, which is great. I'm fortunate enough to have the family that I have. You know what I mean? I'm fortunate enough to marry my wife. So I don't know, some people don't have that.
Yeah.
You know, and it sucks because you don't always have that person to talk to, and sometimes you don't have the online community to help you, or sometimes you don't have your gaming community to help you. Sometimes you don't have someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Right? And it sucks. It really does. It really does. Because even as someone with family, sometimes you don't want to talk about certain things to them. Sometimes you don't want, you know what I mean, when you're going through, you know, if you're depressed, going through depression, or, you know, you don't want to tell your significant other or your siblings, right? You want, you have somebody else to talk to. Sometimes you don't have that, right?
I also feel like with your siblings, like conversations differ from each one. Like you can have a conversation about depression, anxiety, and everything with one of them, whereas another sibling, it would be like a different thing. Like you could have like a financial conversation with them.
Yeah, and like they each have their different takes on each thing, and sometimes, you know, depending, not just my siblings, but so your siblings, you know what I mean, like, or significant others, like you're all different people, so sometimes they can't handle talks about depression or anxiety. If you come from our background, you know what I mean, like the Korean, like the Asian background, like depression doesn't exist. Yeah. Right? I feel like Arabs, we don't, like our background, depression, anxiety doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Like
bottle your shit up and get the.
It took my dad. My dad literally only understood that what anxiety is. He's what, 78, 77, 78, something like that. Yeah, I don't know my dad's age. He's 145. He's Jesus' age.
Jesus is older than that.
I know.
Anyways.
He just understood what anxiety is.
Yeah, but he doesn't
like last year.
He still doesn't really.
He doesn't
acknowledge it though.
Not that he doesn't acknowledge it. He doesn't fully understand it because he's never really experienced it. Yeah. Like the guy was like, I don't. He obviously has PTSD of sorts that we don't know of, but he must have because all the wars that he and gunfire and all the shit that he's experienced in life. You know what I mean? Like. So I don't think like that doesn't help the fact that he doesn't understand what anxiety is, because it's like, why are you anxious all the time? Why do you have anxiety? I was friggin' getting shot at when I was your age. You know what I mean? It's like, like he's got bullets here, bullet there. He's like, my heel's not real. I was like, so it's harder for, you know what I mean? Yeah. Him to understand what anxiety is. Like it took some time to really get him. He's telling me how he's feeling. I'm like, Dad, that's anxiety.
It's an anxiety attack.
And he's like,
no.
La qalbi, my heart. I'm like, Dad, you're that's anxiety, man.
It's not a heart attack because you're still able to talk.
It's anxiety, Dad. Yeah. So it took a while to get him, like a good couple hours to like, Dad, it's anxiety. Just relax. You're okay. Like just chill. You're not nothing's wrong. You're fine. Like nothing's wrong, but yeah. And nothing. This is something new for you.
Yeah. It's okay.
This is nothing to me because this is what I deal with on a daily basis, right?
Just breathe.
Just breathe.
It will dissipate shortly
yeah.
after.
So that's like
Mm-hmm.
the older generation. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to say older generations. Okay. The Middle Easterns, Asians
I think it is
are very
the older generation,
very,
though. It's our parents' generation and older, because now
I don't know because because I've worked with a lot of older people that are older than me. I don't so some of them understand what anxiety is. Some of them do. Is I think it's more of like you can say it's like a generational thing because of the way that their mentality was back in like 40s and 50s. 30s, 40s, and 50s was very different from what it is today.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still like that in like Middle Eastern culture and Asian culture, like you know what I mean, South Asian culture as well. Like it's very, 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 very hard headed. They won't move forward, kind of thing, where they don't acknowledge things like feelings. Yeah, people have feelings, not just women. Everybody has feelings. Stop with the misogynistic shit and sexist shit. Everybody has feelings.
Well, look at my mom. Like, I didn't realize. Like, so she went, I believe, through depression twice in her lifetime, and considering that she went through a war and have seen buildings and dead bodies like through it, it's impressive. Only going through it twice, but she doesn't talk about it. Like, I only know about it. I think it was like a year or two ago that she mentioned it.
Yeah,
and it's like. It happened, I think, when her brother passed away, and like another time, at a different time. But it's like they don't talk about it. It's like you just go on. It's like, you know what? No, because no.
Yeah, that's it. It's pretty.
You need to have an open dialogue with your family. Like if you're going through something and you need help, you should. Like, you should be able, I know that some situations are different, but you should have your family to talk to. They should be the ones that you should be able to turn to. And how many times can I say should in a freaking sentence?
We know. We know a lot.
Like, you should be able to turn, there you go, again, to them and talk to them and work it out.
Yeah.
But, unfortunately, we grew up with hide your feelings. This isn't happening.
It's not real.
Bullying isn't real. You're okay. Get up. Stop crying. Wipe off your knees and go on with your life.
Don't start bullying with me.
Well, I'm just saying.
Don't bring that shit up right now. We'll be on this for another hour. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll stop. We'll stop there for now.
Family, whether it's adoptive
or biological,
online,
anywhere, anybody that you feel close to,
cherish them. Talk to them.
Don't take people for granted, especially those who
make them feel appreciated.
Especially those who actually appreciate you, who actually care about you. Don't lash out because you're feeling like shit one day. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, what's said in anger cannot be taken back. Yeah, Okay, this is and I've had this conversation with this one over here.
Say a lot of
don't
shit in anger.
say things in anger. Don't let yourself say things that you don't mean. Because once they're said, they can't be unsaid. Yeah. And once it's spoken, that's it. It's over. Yeah. They're out there, and whether it is you meant them or not, they're still hurtful. Words have lots of power, okay? Yeah. Especially when they come with feeling. So if you're saying things in anger, like you want a divorce, you don't say that shit. Okay, that's hurtful. You know what I mean? It's not just like, even if the person forgives you afterwards, it's still hurtful. Okay?
Don't give me that fucking look.
It still hurts, and it still hurts. Yeah. You know what I mean? In the long run, it still hurts. So try to don't. If you're angry,
walk away.
Yeah. Don't say anything. Don't
come
fuck it up.
back when you're calmed down.
Yeah. And we'll end it on that note. So that's it. What's good to. So we're not gonna do what's popping this week. All I'll just do is like I would like to. I want to. Their SM Entertainment announced EXO is coming out with a new uh, mini album.
Okay, with the
Don't Fight the Feeling. So it's well, Chanyeol and Baekhyun just went to the military, but they recorded everything before they went.
nice.
Yeah. So it's if I remember correctly, Chanyeol, Baekhyun, Kai, Sehun, um oh my god, Chen, and no, I don't know of Suo, because Suo is still in the military. So maybe Suo, but should be them. So it should be good. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Woo.
I'm excited. Um, so that's it for today.
Yeah.
So next week we'll do What's Good in the Hood.
Yeah.
And that's all for today.
We love you.
And we love you. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And we'll see you again next week on Wednesday for Coffee Break and on Friday for Coffee and Dramas.
Bye.
Peace.